Get ready for University of Georgia basketball.
They are announcing the starting lineups here inside Stegman Coliseum. And our referees tonight will be Steven Anderson, Jason Baker, and Devin Page. It is time for our keys to the game, driven by Ford F-150. Check out the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs at your local Ford dealer today. Once again, the official Chuck of the Georgia Bulldogs, Chuck Dotto, with our keys to the game. All yours, Chucky.
Scott, let's get them on. What do you say? We're going to clean up our shooting today. Listen, it was not good against Georgia Tech, which was why that game was as close as it turned out to be. Still, we were able to win it, and that's all that matters. But behind the arc, let's see if we can be consistent around that 36 to 38% mark. If we can do that, there are not going to be a lot of teams that we're going to play this year to be able to hang with us because we are so good at defense and turning teams over. So let's definitely clean up the shooting. Secondly, don't get caught looking ahead. That tournament in Charleston where the obviously the competition will be much better there. And, you know, it's real easy to start looking ahead. What you want to do is play where your feet are. Tonight, your feet are in Stegman Coliseum getting ready to take on the Rattlers. And finally, let's continue to play connected. As you were mentioning to me earlier, our assist to turnover ratio is 3-1. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. Better than we've seen here in a long time. We got to continue to share that ball. So much fun to watch.
Chuck, you mentioned play where your feet are. It is a cavalcade of colors in shoe wear, footwear tonight. Look at it. Oh, we got yellow and purple and blue and green. And, Florida A&m is green and orange. One guy has green and orange.
Not a lot of consistency, no.
There's not. All right, there's the toss and the tip controlled by Florida A&m. Georgia in the home whites tonight. And the Rattlers in the visiting green road colors. And they turn the ball, ended up kicking it over the baseline out of bounds. It's Georgia's basketball. So here go the Dogs. First touch of the game, Jordan Ross on a left-hand dribble drive left of the lane. Trickles into the paint, kicks it to Wilkinson in the right corner. Jeremiah will pass it back out front to Cannon Catchings dribbles, crossover. Long two-pointer from 16 feet left of the lane is good. That's the first basket of the ball game, and the Dogs lead it 2-0. Full court pressure coming by the Dogs. They used it all, didn't they?
They did. We were in a zone defense, too. And
trying a little bit early.
Yeah.
Ross attacks for Georgia, flips it up off the glass, and it's going to go off the left corner of the square. Ross with a nice drive, and he leaned in and banked it home. Dogs with a 4-3 lead.
Here we go now. This is what we do. We pressure all on the floor and got it down low. Boy, he came flying at it. I mean, like in a blink of an eye, and just caught his hand.
First foul on Georgia. First foul on Jeremiah Wilkinson. And there's a steal by Wilkinson. All alone in the front court, and a two-handed dunk from the right side of the rim.
And he can jump, too. Did I mention that? He is quick.
6'1", he can get up there, man.
Well, you saw how quick he was stealing that.
Steal and points. Georgia 6-3 lead. And Georgia will inbound. Left to the basket. Dogs lead at 6-3. A little more than 3 minutes in. Here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. Kane with the basketball. Right-hand dribble drive through the lane. Sweeping layup with the kiss off the glass. Good.
Yeah, Blue took it way wide. He was being challenged defensively and had to, but that's a hard shot to make. That's more like rather than.
That's their second foul, his first. Jake Wilkins is checked into the game now for the Dogs. Blue comes out, gets a little bit of a breather. Dylan James along the right baseline, under the basket, reverses it up and in for the lay-in.
That was well done, too.
Following him right down the lane line, blocked it from behind. Florida A&m basketball, they'll inbound it in the corner on the far side of the floor. Caleb Washington gives it up to Jordan Chapman at the foul line. His jumper is no good, too deep off the back of the rim. Dogs rebound and hustle it into the front court. Oops, Dylan James turns it over. FAMU takes it back. Now James with a steal on the other end. He gets it right back for the Dogs, who run the floor up ahead to Wilkins. And he brought the hammer again with a one-handed tomahawk jam.
Boy, this crowd loves watching that young man play. And this crowd includes his dad.
9:13 to play. Clock moving now as Stagg inbounds to Millender. Smurf up the far sideline into the front court, left to right. Dogs in all white tonight, and FAMU in green. To Wilkins on the give and go, right down the lane, and an easy little soft dunk that time, not a little showtime. There's a steal by Wilkins. Knowles, long three, flat line. It died on the back of the rim.
Well, I tell you what, Jake Wilkins was jumping at him.
Dogs with the basketball. James jump pass from left to the lane over to Wilkins in the right corner. His three is no good. Dogs rebound. Absence putback won't roll in, but I think James tapped in the miss on the right side of the rim. Dylan James with a tap-in bucket. That's his 6th points of the night. 28-12 Georgia. Palmer at the foul line. Slides down the lane. Sends it down low to the big guy, DeLama. And 2 times Absent blocks his shot. On the second, the Dogs take it away with Ross. Hand it off to Kane. Over to Bailey. Head fake. Fakes the three. Dribbles inside the arc. Now back out. Dogs move the ball quickly to the right side of the floor. Dylan James dribbles into traffic. Still floats it up and in with the left hand. And it's slow roll around the rim.
Friendly roll, didn't he?
He did indeed. James with 8 points now. 32-12. Georgia in front by 20. 16. Dogs have the ball right into the floor. Bailey behind a screen from Absent. Overhands it to Kane. He'll take a three. Miss it off the left side of the rim. James rebounds. Misses the putback. Rebounds again. Feeds it back to Ross. Run the alley-oop to Absent. And Justin goes up high and dunks it with 2 hands. We didn't miss that.
That was well done. He looked right at Justin and let him know, I'm going to alley-oop this to you. And he understood.
That's coming your way, big man. Work it to Catchings on the right side of the floor. Diagonal pass into the left corner to Ross. He'll feed a baseline throw over to Kane. It goes back to Bailey in the corner. There's our first three of the night. 3-pointer by Justin Bailey, our first Scana Energy 3-pointer. And Justin Bailey knocks it down. Georgia 37, Florida A&m 16. Basketball. Out of the right corner, here comes Caleb Washington in his orange shoes. Near side to Bolden for a three. Missed it off the rim. Rebound to the Dogs. Oh my goodness. Kane threaded the needle to Sompto. And a power dunk on the move with 2 hands by big Sompto.
When Sompto's in full stride and there's nobody between him and the basket, you feel bad for the basket.
Yes, you do. 100% agree with that. Florida A&m basketball to start the second half. They throw it in. We force their guy all the way back to the baseline. They finally get it across the timeline. Go to the basket, and shot going to be blocked by Sompto. Dogs with a run out, and Sompto with the dunk on the underhand lob from Jeremiah Wilkins.
Reward the big man for his defense.
Yes, Jeremiah Wilkinson with the assist. Sompto with the dunk, and he got it started with the block on the other end. Georgia on offense now. Cannon Catchings hands it off on the perimeter to Wilkinson. Oh, another alley-oop lob to Sompto right down the lane. Goes up high and dunks it home. That's a pretty good combination, Chuck. Wilkinson to Sompto for the alley-oop lob.
Wilkinson was so good he spun out of the double team.
Down into the left corner, the ball goes to Kane. He'll drive on the baseline. Triple team. Finds Sompto open in the paint. Well, 3 guys were on blue, so Sompto was open. He dunks it again.
Well, we've had less than 3 minutes played, and he's already got 3 dunks.
Sompto had 2 at the half. He's got 8 points now, 50-23. Shot fake and a drive on the baseline. Back over to Smurf, right corner. Millender, spin move on the right side of the lane line and puts it up off the glass. It goes after a dance on the rim, and he's fouled on the play. So a 3-point opportunity. Smurf Millender, that's his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. I mean, as talented a scorer as that young man is, just now getting his first points of this game.
then has mostly been a high school football and basketball coach. And this job that he has now is his first collegiate coaching job.
Oh, nice.
Lob it to Somto right under the basket. He catches it high in the air and then just tosses it right in. He fires back to Ross, who spins into the lane, gets it back above the three-point line. And now Wilkinson sends it to Ross in the paint. Oh, my goodness, what a pivot. And a lay-in. Boy, he broke Guy's ankles, and he just went sprawling on the floor.
He did.
Caleb Washington had no chance with that Ross move.
Well, he tried to change directions with Ross, and just too late to do it.
Bolden, left-hand dribble through the paint, slams on the brakes, pivots, fires it back to Shirley. Now along the baseline, reverse lay-in goes Washington. He airmailed it. Up and under and flipped it up way over the rim. Dogs rebounded. Kane doesn't miss. Zips down the floor, speeds all the way to the backboard and lays it in.
That is so hard to do. You're going that speed. You got to bring your body under control right at the rim.
And it's contested. Georgia basketball, Wilkinson on the logo. Bounces it to his left to Ross. He's double-teamed and trapped on the side court. Down into the corner to Catchings. He zips it along the baseline to Kane. Blue just glides along the baseline. Euro steps into the paint and lays it up. Kane in double figures with 10. 73-48.
Nice feed.
Nice pass from Jake Wilkins. A skip from about 35 feet right down the lane to Big Abson. And Justin turns and lays it up, and he got fouled. Count the bucket and put Abson on the line for an and one. 76-49. Florida A&m turns it over. Dogs with Smurf to Wilkins on the lob and the dunk. He got up high in the air and slammed it home with two hands. Well, the students love that stuff. And we kind of do too. Dogs possession. James for three. Rim, no good. Rebound. Somto in heavy traffic into the paint, puts it up and in with the right hand.
Nice.
Boy, he had to work
touch.
a lot to get to that.
That was a nice soft touch for the big guy.
He was surrounded by four defenders just about that whole time. Wilkinson back through the paint over to Ross for a three. Scana Energy still cold, no good. Offensive rebound, Kane to Wilkinson. There's the Scana Energy three-pointer.
Boy, and
our
listen to the
second of the
crowd.
night.
Listen to the crowd.
We just kept after it. Eventually one will drop. 2 for 24 in the game tonight. Smurf battling Shirley to get it into the front court. They swipe at the ball over to Wilkins for a three. Right corner. No. Good. Oh, that's good. Dylan James with the follow, and he just jams it home.
Yeah, that was
a high
good, wasn't
percentage shot.
That was good, and it was good.
Yeah. 87-57. Dogs by 30. Less than a minute to play. FAMU. Bolden has it swiped. He got in no man's land there, surrounded by white shirts. He pump faked in the paint. The Dogs knocked the ball out of his hands and stole it. Smurf's got the basketball now. Skips it to Klatsky. Students wanted Brandon to shoot the three, but he didn't have the ball in his hands long enough before he gave it up. 10 on the shot clock. Dogs have to put it up once more. Smurf a deep three. Back of the rim, no good. Long rebound back to Smurf. And now Mike White says no more shooting. 18 seconds to go. That's it. Dogs will dribble out the clock and have their 5th consecutive win to start the season.
A 30-point win.
Now we'll head to Charleston, South Carolina for the next bit of competition against Xavier on Friday night. 87-57 is the final score as the Dogs beat Florida A&m. And the Dogs get it done tonight, Chuck, by going 2 for 26 from 3.
That's, I'm at a loss.
So is Florida A&m.
Well, I understand that, but you know what? We're not going to be able to continue to beat the teams that we need to beat going 2 for 26 from behind the arc. Teams will start letting us shoot threes and cut down on what goes on underneath, inside, and make us prove to them that we can beat them with threes.
Well, certainly once we start playing teams with equivalent talent, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they'll do.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas SEC tournament.